emigrated to America in 1795. His work caught the eye of Thomas Jefferson, who recruited Latrobe to carry on the construction of the U.S. Capitol. Latrobe is said to have been inspired by Jefferson as he went about the design of his masterpiece, the Baltimore Basilica, one of the great buildings in Western architecture. I should note that Mr. Latrobe volunteered his architectural services. Mr. Latrobe, thank you, and please join us at the top of the steps. Thomas Jefferson requires little introduction, author of the Declaration of Independence and the Virginia Statute for Religious Freedom, third President of the United States, and founder of the University of Virginia. Jefferson voiced the aspirations of a new America as no other individual of his era. Jefferson and Latrobe were friends who conferred on architecture. While Latrobe was a proponent of enduring brick and stone domes, Jefferson preferred skylights and wooden domes. You see both in our Basilica. Mr. President, we are honored. The first U.S.-born saint, Mother Elizabeth Bailey Seton, was the Episcopalian daughter of a wealthy physician. After a long visit with Italian friends in Livorno, Mother Seton became a Catholic and decided to open a school in New York City. But strong opposition to her Catholic faith forced her to Baltimore. Here in Baltimore, Archbishop Carroll arranged a home for her and her children, and also helped her to establish a school. She later established the first religious community for women in the United States, the Sisters of Charity of St. Joseph's. Welcome, St. Elizabeth Ann Seton. Our second carriage contains two individuals with strong connections to the Basilica, Mother Mary Lang and Father Michael McGivney. Mother Mary Lang was a Haitian refugee who settled among her compatriots in Baltimore. Mother Lang worshiped regularly in the Basilica. To help fulfill her religious vocation to teach young African-American children to read and write, Baltimore Archbishop Whitfield in 1829 approved the establishment of the first congregation of women religious of African heritage in the world. Welcome, Mother Lang, and welcome the person playing Mother Lang, Sister Marcia Hall, Principal of St. Francis Academy here in Baltimore. The son of Irish immigrants, Father Michael McGivney studied at St. Mary's Seminary in Baltimore and was ordained here at the Basilica by Cardinal Gibbons. As a 29-year-old assistant pastor at St. Mary's Church in New Haven, Connecticut, Father McGivney founded the Catholic service organization, the Knights of Columbus, in 1882. When he died at the tender age of 38, he left a lasting legacy. Today, there are more than 1.5 million Knights who contribute nearly $130 million and 61 million hours of volunteer service to charitable causes each year. Father McGivney, welcome. We're very fortunate that our third and last carriage also includes two visitors who played a special role in the history of the Basilica, James Cardinal Gibbons and President Teddy Roosevelt. James Cardinal Gibbons is especially linked to the Basilica. He ordained more than 2,400 to the priesthood here, including Father McGivney. He extended the sacristy in 1879 and the sanctuary in 1890, completed the formal crypt for the Archbishops of Baltimore in 1900, and built the bridge connecting the Archbishop's residence to the Basilica in 1917. As spokesman for the Catholic Church in America, he gained the respect of Americans of all faiths by being the first public figure to speak out against unfair working conditions during the Industrial Revolution. He was also the chaplain at Fort McHenry during the Civil War. We're honored to have you here, Cardinal Gibbons. The 26th President of the United States, the legendary Teddy Roosevelt, regularly sought out the advice and counsel of Cardinal Gibbons. Just a little over a century after the Constitution gave Catholics the right to practice their faith openly, Roosevelt and Gibbons developed an extraordinary relationship that showed just how far the Church and America had come. In fact, on Cardinal Gibbons' 50th anniversary as a priest, Teddy Roosevelt, President William Howard Taft, members of the Supreme Court, and more than half of the United States Congress came to Baltimore to honor the Cardinal. Welcome, Mr. President. These historic figures have been brought together to create a link between those individuals who shepherded the early church and the person whose dedication and devotion has resulted in today's glorious event. And that person is Cardinal William Keeler. Thank you to Cardinal Keeler and to all those whose work is represented in our exquisitely restored church. In a moment, Cardinal Keeler will open the great doors of the Basilica. After the doors are open, Beverly Williams and our Basilica Choir, under the direction of Rolinda LaChica, will then lead us in singing God Bless America, which will conclude our program. After our formal program, we welcome all to enter the Basilica and walk through history with us. Now I'd like to ask the young people who have joined us here today, all students from local schools, to come to the top of the steps to help Cardinal Keeler reopen the doors to the Basilica and return the church to the people it serves.